I guess it was gonna happen eventually. I can't really escape this franchise. Maybe not until the day I manage to somehow play everything that has ever existed related to it. Ever. But welcome to another SpongeBob related playthrough. This time, Creature from the Krusty Krab for the GBA. Now, I did play through Creature from the Krusty Krab on console with a very abnormal purpose in mind, but that was not a purpose of appreciating the game. Okay. I select things with SpongeBob's shadow. That's strange. Hi, people. Okay, let's fast forward through that. So I suppose we're going to be unlocking something here at some point. It's a very barren place right now, except for restrooms. Recognize this song. Anyhow, I decided I might as well give this a chance. And I also had plans for another Let's Play happening right now, and that didn't really work out. Why is Plankton's Shadow so huge? So I kind of had to come up with something quickly to play, and somebody had asked that I play this at some point. Oh, look at that, multiple save files in a GBA game. That's strange. So, I figured, why not? I had lots of issues with the console version, mostly due to things like giving credit to voice actors and matters of Bikini Bottom, matters of reused assets from other games, SpongeBob and otherwise, but this game isn't necessarily going to be guilty of that, so let's give it a chance. I don't remember I don't remember the console version of the game all that well. I don't actually remember if this is just the exact same cutscene we saw in that game or not. Oh, well, Plankton wasn't the first one we saw last time. Huh. Well, you don't look weird this time. Spin in the air to gain health. What? Okay. That's a little out of nowhere. If you haven't gathered already, this is a blind playthrough, just to see. I mean, honestly, I think when it comes to Creature of the Krusty Krab, something that's supposed to be a tribute dream experience, it's not going to be the same thing if you're not doing it blind. Which, actually, when I think about it, the last one I played through was not blind on console, but that's neither here nor there. Right. And left are in fact spin, as one might expect. Hey! SpongeBob, stop obeying traffic laws. Oh, no, SpongeBob is working. Okay. Okay, it's making me lose health more than it's making me gain health. This is very odd. Indeed. So that's how one gains health for some reason? Hi, Gary. Hey! Okay, so I just have to survive, essentially. That was a bad way of approaching life. I was mostly just curious if I could do that, which I cannot. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell when you can and cannot safely rotate. Hey! Oh, come on! We all know that SpongeBob is very squishy and thus very bouncy. We could definitely bounce off of his spongy head. Okay. So no rotations here, I guess? I'm gonna be dangerous and try doing it anyways. At least they're really generous with checkpoints, I guess. This is peculiar. Oh. Doesn't help that you can't see the ground very often. With regard to doing... Oh, thanks. With regard to doing... flips. Bye, Patrick. Man. Okay, these encounters with the other characters are almost like boss battles from Sonic Advance 2, which is a very strange thing to compare. I mean, last time I played a SpongeBob game, I was actually saying it was more of a Mario ripoff. This one, I don't see this seriously. But this one's on me reminding me of Sonic this time. Awesome. Oh, what? Oh, come on. He's just doing the same as the other two. Where are you even getting that dirt from? Confusing the buttons. Oh, that's simple. Okay. So, I think you need a windshield. Then again, it's all about those aerodynamics. Ah. There we go. Oh no. Actually, I think life would be a lot better if I just never was told about the ability to do flips. If I just never did flips, I think I would have... I don't think I would have... Well, I would have fallen once, I guess. I would have died once. So I'm curious as to how consistent the gameplay is going to be in this game. Probably not very consistent. Kind of like how it was in the console version. Okay, it's not even consistent in the same dream. I expect this to be in like lanes, but it's not. There's no actual grid that I figured I'd be aligned on. It's odd. So I have no idea how long this game is gonna be. I'm assuming it's short because it's just a GBA game. Licensed GBA game specifically. And I deliberately chose that as something short that I could play. Oh, you guys are being mean. Because as I said, this playthrough is mostly born of me having made plans to do something else that fell through. So I needed something. Clicked. Okay. No cutscene to tell me to do this or anything like that. It's just kind of, you have to do it now. Which I guess is kind of dreamlike in its own right. But I can only jump. What? Apparently. That's interesting. That's when you see my health is actually existent between the two, though. In between the two levels. Hi, jellyfish. So why exactly am I capable of just... Am I just standing here? I see, I actually need to do that. Ah! Spongy. I had for a moment there. And the car will eventually break, it looks like, if I don't do this quickly enough. There you go. I make no promises as to Spongebob's continued existence right now, though, considering the health situation. Alright. Yeah, I know up. Ah! Alright, well... The live situation might not be preferable, but whatever. Thank you for the health that isn't useful anymore, but would have been helpful the first time. Those don't do much damage at all, man. Looks like he was a decent chunk of health for falling, though. I mean, rather for hitting the road. Crap! Ah! I was up there just fine the entire time until just then. That's no job. Well, you can actually modify your jump height by holding button for periods of time. That is something that most Spongebob games have not had on the GBA. That's very nice to have. This is at least an original take on the idea, I guess. Since in the console version, instead of having to do something, well, all he did was he just had a big platforming on foot segment. Man, that was easy to get to. Whereas in this one, you actually have something that's kind of admittedly creative and exciting. Having to repair the car as it's running, right? Jumping around on top of it. That's kind of cool. I'll give it credit. I will say this controls better than any Spongebob game I've actually played on the GBA to date. I'm actually liking this in a certain capacity. I think that the whole deal is, once you get rid of the things that bother me about the console version of this game, you're left with a game that I think is very strange, but kind of nice in a way. There you go. Yay. Ta-da! Why is there a narrator? Show don't tell, man. At least Spongebob is happy about it. Yeah, so this is basically like a truncated version, not truncated, compressed version of the console version looks like, for the most part. I can only move. So it's essentially just a minigame after minigame, I suppose. I have no depth perception, man. I don't know how close they are to me. I don't know if these jellyfish are actually threatening me or not. And I can only move so far in each direction, and it's completely arbitrary. They're invisible walls, man. This is really awkward. At least just give me visible boundaries. That would help so much. I find kind of amusing, though, that the controls for little individual mini-games in this game are a lot better than controls for games that span, well, an entire game for the other Spongebob GBA titles. I speak specifically about Revenge of the Flying Dutchman and Battle for Bikini Bottom for the GBA. Those controlled quite poorly. I don't think I had much issue, actually, with the movie game on the GBA. Aside from... where must one be? Goodbye. Aside from the wind and those couple levels, but that was the wind, not the actual controls. Awesome. No, wait, why and how did he wake up? Also, I love how those starfish on the right are actually just photoshopped stock images of Patrick. Can't trick me, game. Dreaded Patrick. You know, if Patrick Man really was so impressive, I have a feeling that he will have stopped Dreaded Patrick from getting this far in the first place. Jump, double jump, attack, and air attack. Look at that. Ground and air varieties. Oh, you already found Dreaded Patrick. We did it. That's not an air attack, that's the same attack, but in the air. You even float as you do it. Look how floaty I am. Okay. Boom. No, I kind of figured I could punch a big barrel. Send it rolling or something. Okay, so I cannot sidestep buildings. Notably. Oh, they're not made of paper this time. It doesn't look like it, at least. They can sidestep things, though. Stop having more abilities than I do. You're supposed to be the protagonist with abilities. Impressive ones at that. So we're certainly making progress a lot more quickly in this game than we did in the console version, as one may expect. Considering they were not even done with the first episode and were already in Patrick's dream. His first dream, mind you, but still. Well, I have to say the sprite work in this game is actually pretty pleasant too. And their aesthetics. And I will say there's a little bit of a dichotomy, I think, between the visuals of the background and of the foreground, because the characters and whatnot don't seem to carry on the whole the whole comic book aesthetic. But separately, they look pretty nice. But so it seems like pretty much all platforming segments play the same in terms of like platforming physics. So the jumping controls and all that are the same. I can control the height of my jump whenever I so choose. Something that I love to have in any platforming game. Always give the player precise control. Learn from Super Meat Boy. Yeah, range attacks. My greatest weakness, considering I can only punch things. Why can't I wanna... Oh, that's fast forward button. Well, I suppose Starfish Man does have some degree of domain over time, which is in fact a pretty impressive control to have, except it also, well, speeds everything up around him while also speeding him up, so it doesn't really make life any better. They can do it. Like, watch this. Boom! Everything's fast. Anyways. There's just a line. Oh no! The line was a distraction! See, I can fly too. See? Behold. Ah! If it wasn't for me being distracted by the line, all would have been well. No distraction this time. Bah, the range these guys have is troublesome. Or more so, the lack of range on my end. And this guy's just running off screen where I can't actually hit him. Stop that. Although if you get close enough to them, they actually can't hit you. So I'll try to get through this segment. It's not like Starman where I can just contact damage everyone, but whatever. Well, I get nothing for attacking these guys, so how about, let's build on Entourage. Look at that. How many guys can we get following me at once? I have a posse. The Patrick posse. This was a bad idea. I'm in a bad position now. Right. Go away, please. Oh, there are more of them too, darn it! Stop it. As long as you can time everything well. So you're not far away from any of them when they attack, everything's okay. Okay, well, that was at least a checkpoint I'm missing. I feared that would actually be the end of the level. I was very unpleasantly proven wrong. Okay, there we go. So, we're not gonna have any climactic ends to most of these episodes, I'm guessing. I'm gonna try to end episodes on these little transitions between levels, though. So that'll be that for this episode's play Sono Scripthands, Creature from the Krusty Krab from the GBA. I'll see you guys next episode when we are still pursuing Patrick Man, I suppose. Bye, guys!